Right, let's have a look at today's Cryptic Crossword by Henry Hook. It's called Skip It. Let's have a look. The instructions are as follows. Answers are to be entered normally, but the wordplay half of each clue omits one letter from the answer. Place the ignored letters on the corresponding dashes these are the dashes below, I should say, because they were represented by dashes in the paper copy, but that's what these are here. To reveal a quotation by Friedrich Nietzsche. It's probably something about nature abhorring a vacuum or something like that. I'm wearing normal trousers, well, tracksuit bottoms, because I'm lazy. Right. The wordplay half of each clue omits a letter. We need to just make a note of all of those letters. Allow me a first go at each of the clues. When I get stuck, I'll ask for help, but no shouting out the answers. Oh, that's good. I like that second half. I could do with a Roomba. Yeah, just had a quick look at the floor. I could do with one. Not that there's much of the floor actually visible at the moment, so it would have a difficult time actually cleaning my place. Playground piece with a view to the west. Playground piece with a view to the west. Okay, I think I've got this. Playground piece with a view to the west. I think I've got this, and I think I know what letter is missing. Hologro has got 1A. Did I hear? Here we go. I'm expecting a terrible pun here. Did I hear about the Dutch fashion designer who was doing contemporary versions of traditional clothing? She made some inflatable shoes, but unfortunately she's now popped her clogs. Oh, you did not deserve the extra ding that you got from Meredith subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, that is amazing. Thank you, Meredith. Hugely appreciated. 35 months. I was thinking the other day that I'm coming up to 4 years in April. I can't believe I've been doing this for over 3 years. Is it now 3.5? Ridiculous. Okay, go for one. Go for one. I'll get my coffee ready. Go for one. I'm hoping that you're going to say seesaw. Seesaw. Good. And the letter that's missing is A, because it with a view it sees. If something has a view, it sees to the west. W, but the A is missing. So I think that is seesaw. Do we have a one across? We do. So then A is going to go there. Crossdresser in fancy robe, an elaborate weave. Crossdresser in fancy robe, an elaborate weave. I feel like weave is going to be the definition here. Sorry, elaborate weave, I think will be the definition. I must remember that, of course, there's one letter missing from the wordplay element. So I feel like an elaborate weave is going to be the definition. So I need 2 letters for a cross-dresser. Elaborate weave. Nope, not getting that. I will come back to that one. Stick left in grotto. Stick left in grotto. So grotto. Okay, yes. Oh, I have an answer. Right, let's see if you agree with me. I think the answer might be cleave, with the E being extra, because I think a grotto is a cave. Put an L in that for left, and you get clave, and of course that's one letter away from stick. Good. So it's a noun. A stick is it's like a cleave. A cleave is a stick, I think. Good. You are thinking that. So that is 10 across. Is there a 10 across here? There is. Let's actually put it in there, and we'll put cleave in here. Sleeping pill I could break sometimes. Sleeping pill I could break sometimes. This has just reminded me. Aside from the fact that I had 2 naps today, this has just reminded me I need to get my cans ready so I can show you my cans. They are now ready. Not that I will remember. Cleave is a verb that can mean to adhere or separate. Yes, it's a what's it? Autonym, means its own opposite or something like that. Table is another example. I do like table as a something that means its own opposite. Sleeping pill I could break sometimes. feel like it's going to be a US brand name. I feel like sleeping pill is a definition, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to come back to that one. Mr. Bernstein started to embrace Rower, or Rower. Mr. Bernstein started to embrace Rower. Is it Leonard Bernstein? I feel like Mr. Bernstein. I think the first name of a Bernstein is going to be the answer. Started to embrace his E. Rower. First letter, please, on this one. My ears are playing up today. Don't know why. My ears are playing up today. They're quite painful. They do that at times. L. I mean, I've got Leonard. But it's not going to be Leonard, is it? If you started, you led, and that's going to embrace an or. And then N is missing. There we go. So led, if you started, you led. Can you start the discussion? Can you lead the discussion? To embrace, so it's going to go around a rower, which is an or, so it is indeed Leonard. And that N isn't in the wordplay, so that is 14 across. Is there a 14 across? There is. Are they all there? They're probably all there, actually, aren't they, thinking about it? How many? That's 14, 28, so 40 times 3, so it's 41. There's about 41 clues in there, right? Probably. Perform with the leading lady outside church. Perform with the leading lady outside church. Contronyms. Thank you. Thank you. I knew it was a nim. Yeah. I think there's a few. I'm sure there's a term for that begins auto as well, like auto. Something or other. A is A, leading lady is L, or diva. Outside church. If we put diva outside a church, church could be C or CH or CE, but it won't be CE in an American. Perform. If you perform, you do or you act with A. Leading lady outside church. Not going to come back to that one. I know Foggy's got it. Actually, as you're not entirely confident, let's go for it, and then we can yay or nay it. First 2 letters, please. Resender! Have a cup of coffee on me. Thank you for the lovely raid. Hope you're doing well. What are you doing? Let's give you a shout out. In fact, Hollow, could you give them a shout out? I just want to see if this works. So exclamation mark SO and then resender. Let's just see if this works. Make you do things, Hollow. Oh, yes. So AC. A leading lady outside church. So if you perform, you achieve. It worked! Thank you, Hollow. Thank you. Is it achieve? If you perform an act, you achieve an act? Because the leading lady might be Eve. Yes, A and then Eve, CH is your church, and I is missing. I think that works. I think that works. Is that what you had, Foggy? I wouldn't have described Eve as a leading lady. But, okay, good. I mean, she was leading in that she was the first. You can't deny that. 15 across. Let me just put that in. Actually, in 15 across. And 15 across, the extra letter is I. Disney Dreamlight Valley got stuck on Timed Quest, then Baldur's Gate 3. Is Dreamlight Valley any good? I've seen it and I've gone, it sort of appeals to me, but it might get annoying quite quickly. Is it any good? Give me your good and best bits about it. 17 across, vocal arrangement in small room. Okay, yes, I'm happy with this one. Vocal arrangement in small room. Hollow has it. Foggy has it, Stephen has it. So this is more straightforward than a couple of the previous ones then. Give you a few extra seconds. I was wearing earlier today not only a jumper, but a gilet. It was too cold. Padded gilet for warmth. Ugh. It's not going to get any colder than now, is it, over the next few months as we go towards winter? Go for 17. Go for it, more Manic Volcanic, Stephen Foggy Hollow. Go for it. I'm going to go for alcove and see if you tell me an alcove with a missing E. Mr. Albert Cove. Excellent. Anagram of vocal. So vocal arrangement, anagram of that, but of course, it's only 5 letters. It's because we're missing a letter. The wordplay misses a letter each time. So that is the E that is moving, so that or not there, alcove. And that is a small room. Good. I really need to learn this terminology for cryptics. You know, this cryptic grammar. I do also like the fact that both of those are correct in what Foggy and Manic have both said, because it's just where you apply the anagram doesn't actually matter in this one. It's good you can get a lot done without microtransactions. I don't like a game with microtransactions, but as long as you can do it without it, it's not too bad. Not too bad, but definitely... Okay. Slowly add iodine, nitrogen and silicon. 2 litres. Yes, got this one. Slowly add iodine, nitrogen and silicon. 2 litres. This will help if you have a scientific background on this one. Because there is a lot of scientific knowledge. Did I put in for 17 across? I didn't, did I? E. I've got 18 across anyway. Stephen and Hollow have it. Okay, go for 18. The first letter is going to... The first 2 letters are I-N. I for iodine. N for nitrogen. Silicon is S-I. And then 2 litres, L-L. And then you get instill. And of course the wordplay misses a letter. And it's missing a T for instill. If you slowly add something, you instill it. So instill, in the still. Even Jake got that one. Look, I've written in the still now, you muppet Dan. Instill. Well done, Jake. 20 across. What's left of your ticket before the French trip? What's left of your ticket before the French trip? Well, it's a stub, isn't it? What's left of your ticket? It's the stub. Stub is butts backwards. Before the French trip. Okay, the French le or la or le. Oh, it is a stub. Right, okay, yes, it is a stub. I finally put it all together. I was assuming the French trip was all one word. So was it vacances or something like that? I thought that was all part of the wordplay, all part of the definition. No, it isn't. Okay, go for it, Bloody Violet, Arch, Manic, go for it. So it is a stub. And if you put that before le, for the French, you get stubble. Spelled wrong. Of course, there's a letter missing. If you put an M in there, you get stumble, and that's your trip. That's your trip. So we've got an M in 20 across. There. Okay. Well, we will. Oh, right. Okay. Playground piece. Seesaw. Playground piece is a seesaw. A view is. So is it AC to the west? AC to the. So is it W that's missing? With a view. AC to the west. Oh, with a view. So it's the final S that is missing. Okay. With is W. A is A, and view is C. S-E-E. We're leaving that final first S there, so that is S. There we are. I'd have spotted it when we came into the thing. According to the 4th year secondary school teacher, all French teacher, all useful words are female and French. I hope that is true. I like that idea. Large area of sand and tangled reeds. Yep, this is fine. Large area of sand and tangled reeds. Lovely picture. Sand gets everywhere. And T of 18 is not in the bottom bit. Ah, okay, thank you. I hadn't put that. Thank you. Keeping me honest there, Hans. Thank you. Go for 22, invalid. And the like. So, what's a large area of sand? A sandwich. No, it's a desert. So how might it be desert? Tangled reeds. Anagram of reeds. And you get all those letters except the T. So that works. Because there's a letter missing in the wordplay. 22, 22, 22. There's a T there. So desert. They shape wood and slate first to last. Oh, yes, okay, yes, they do, yes. They shape wood and slate first to last. Go for it, Hollow. Let's go for a quick one. First letter is L. Ha, lathers. Lathes, I think, is the answer, and there's an H missing. Slate, if you take the word slate and literally put the first letter to last, you get lates, which, doesn't make much sense, but of course, it's missing an H. Lathes. And they shape wood. So there's an H in 23 across. Huge covering that is least effective. Huge covering that is least effective. That is IE. So it's going to a 4-letter word for huge. Put that around IE, and we're going to get least effective. So least effective is probably going to end est, isn't it? So if it's IE, we're going to put an IE there. Because that is id est. That is IE in Latin. So huge, vast. If something is huge, it's vast. So if something is the least effective, veiniest. Have I got everything right? Vapiest, variest, faxiest, vasiest, haziest. Huge is vast. Maybe it's not vast. It's got to be vast. I feel like I've done all the hard work and now I'm falling at the final bit. Huge, big. Gonna have to come back to that one. That's really annoying. Character in Evita. Drama's central character. Character in Evita. Drama's central character. Oh, we could get a hidden, of course, in one of these that is missing a letter. So I'm now wondering if this is a hidden. Character in Evita. Eva Piron, maybe Eva. Drama's central character is A, if that is how that is working. Is it a hidden? I don't think it's a hidden. Gonna come back to that one. Let's leave some work to be done in the second pass. Speak lovingly about old rapper. Speak lovingly about old rapper. So are we going to put something literally about OL? Used to be 3 letters then, maybe. It is! I've got it. Foggy has it. Meredith has it. I'm genuinely surprised that I've got this. Thinking of birds could help. Thinking of birds, I think, in terms of speaking, could help here. Go for it. I'm going to give the first letter. C. So ol is ol. OL is OL. And if you speak lovingly, like a pigeon, you coo. Yes. So put that around OL and you get Coolio, and then the missing letter is an I for Coolio. Genuinely surprised that I spotted that. Mad Emperor seizing Wizard's Land. Not for nothing. Mad Emperor seizing Wizard's Land. Not for nothing. Well, Wizard's Land must be Oz, the Wizard of Oz. Mad Emperor Nero. So if I put Oz there, and then we put Nero, we get that, and that is one letter away from non-zero. So it's missing an N. So not for nothing, non-zero. There's that. I should probably put Coolio in the grid. Coolio, because I put it down here but didn't put it in the grid, and then non-zero. So the extra letter is N. 34. Where's your 34? Get your 34. Is there actually a 34 there? No. Card game or live quiz broadcast? Second row. I knew that. That's an N. Card game or live quiz broadcast? Card games. 7-letter card games. Or possibly 6-letter card games. Bridge. Pontoon. Oh! If live is on, but why would a quiz broadcast be a tune? I don't think it's pontoon. I realise that I could have done now, Arch, but laziness. Would have taken longer than it takes me to just put the letters in here. Card game. Magic the Gathering. Pokemon. Could it be Pokemon? Card game or live quiz. I want live to be on quiz broadcast. Jeopardy. Broadcast, of course, could mean anagram, but an anagram of quiz. It's not looking good. First letter, please, Foggy and or Meredith. Card game. What if it's a 4-letter, like brag? Okay. Next letter, please. Card game. Currently thinking bridge or brag, but it's not. Oh, if you live, you be. Okay, hang on. So live isn't on. Live is to exist, to be. Quiz broadcast. What quizzes? Be quiz? Oh, oh wow! Bezique. It is an anagram of quiz. I take it back. It's an anagram of quiz. So the card game is Bezique. Never played it. Be is to live is to be. Anagram of quiz. I just impressed that was there. Then you're missing the E. I've only heard of it, Hollow. I've never played it. Got absolutely no idea what it's about. 36. Some pose questions in later stories. This is my favourite. It's my favourite. Iterate the counter up 1 with a little ding sound. I'll tell you what, I'll do a ding on a can. Didn't work. Go for 36. It's my favourite. Some pose questions in later stories. Later stories is the definition, and it's hidden in pose questions. Sequels, but of course the wordplay is missing an L, so it's not all written there. Yeah. Southern salesperson loses $1,000 eyepiece. Bad rep. I'm assuming it's... I assume the definition is eyepiece. Southern is S. Salesperson. So I need a 5-letter salesperson. Agent. Take out the G for 1,000 and get that. And so now I need to put in a letter and get an eyepiece. I'm not seeing it. Ha. Pun. I'm wondering if this is right. Because the only place I think it can go is up between the A and the E. Eyepiece. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on, no. What if it is a piece of the eye? What if it's the sclera instead? Now, how would that be? How would that be a salesperson? How would that be a salesperson? So what can $1,000 be? So $1,000 could be a G, a K, probably not an M. It's going to be a G, isn't it? Okay, no, $1,000 could be a K, a grand or a K. Cleric? I mean, a clerk is there. Oh, of course, we need to take out, and then the A's missing. There's a letter missing from the wordplay, Dan. That's the theme of the crossword. I'd forgotten about that. So it is a clerk, isn't it? A salesperson is a clerk. Southern is S. Clerk is there, but it's losing the $1,000. And of course, the A is then missing from the wordplay. That's the theme of this puzzle. I do that. And that is an eyepiece, the sclera. So the, did I put 36 in? No, I didn't. There's an L. Sclera, 37 is the A. Try to shield me in violent storm. Try to shield me in violent storm. I assume it's got to be typhoon. Now, why? No, a violent storm. Oh, is this? So I'm just naming violent storms. So we've got typhoon and cyclone. Those are both 7 letters. Ah, tornado is also 7 letters. Why do they all have 7 letters? Try to shield me in violent storm. To shield me. What if it's not that? What if it's an anagram of storm with the letter I, and that means a try, an attempt? So I'm deliberately not looking at the chat in case you're saying anything, because I don't have any hints on this one at the moment. Shield me in violent storm. Anagram of storm with I. And a try. A try is a go, a turn. Oh, I know too many violent storms, but I don't think it's any of those. Right, I'm going to have a look at the chat. Hurricane. Yes, I hope any of my Florida watchers are doing okay. So, I only recently came across the term Big Bend to do with Florida, because of the hurricane that I forget the name of because it's an unusual name, but it begins with I. Are there any other states with Big Bends? Because when I googled for Big Bend, don't ask me. I just wondered, was it the only state with a Big Bend? It kept coming up with Texas as having Big Bends. So I like Big Bends, and I cannot lie for sure. But are there lots of states with Big Bends? Or is it just Texas? And is it just Idalia? Thank you. I knew it had an unusual name. Big Bend is the name of a turn at Lime Rock Park Racetrack. I mean, everybody knows that arch. First letter, please, of 38. Let's see if we can. It's a national park in West Texas. Okay, I was going to write a quiz question in the Telegraph about it, but oh, it's a bloody T. To shield me. Is that going to be me or is it going to be I? Next, please. My chair is leaking today. Look, I started out this stream up here, and now I'm down here. Tempest. Oh, why couldn't I think of Tempest? Because it's Shakespeare. So, because that's got me in it. So, O to try is to test. So test around me, and the missing letter is P. There we go. It's 38. P. I do need to get... there's also Twister. Too many 7-letter words. Twister is a great film. Twister. I'm going to stand by Twister. In the days of CGI and Marvel and everything like that, you can't believe a lot of whatever you see, and it's all just computer graphics. Watch Twister again, and aside from the fact that they get too close to tornadoes, which is unrealistic, the ideas behind it and things like that are fairly realistic, and it's quite good. The practical effects are amazing. There is a house that actually collapses and things like that. Really good practical effects. Anyway, so that's my... Go and watch. Go. Stop watching me. Go watch Twister instead. I haven't got this marketing lark down, have I? British University with 16,983 taking only their finals. What? What are the last letters of these numbers? Is it going to be that? So the last letters of this 1, 6, 9, 8, 3. It is! And then the R is missing. That's bonkers. That's very bonkers. Okay, I can put Tempest in. And Exeter. There we go. And I can put an R into 39 across. One down. Awfully crass. Skinny people. Awfully crass. Skinny people. Got to be an anagram of crass. Stalks. Rakes. Snakes. Yeah, more like a violent storm, I think, Foggy. Crass. So it's got to be... So, scraps? No, those aren't skinny people. Scrads. Scraws? Wow. It's just this letter here that I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a scraw, is a skinny person. I'm quickly going to run over to my dictionary and have a look. Oh, okay, so it's not scraws. Well, it could be scraws. No, that's a thin sod or turf, archaic. Scrabs, scrays, scrags, scrams, scrans, scraps, scrats, and scrays are the other ones, apart from scraws. If I had to guess scrags. Scrag, an unhealthily thin person or animal. There we go. Do you agree with scrags then? S-C-R-A-G-S. Do hope so. So it's an anagram of crass, and of course we're just missing the G. Yeah, absolutely. One down, 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 G. So we know that 7 down is probably going to be I, so I'm going to do that now. Bring out Introduction to Chaucer as part of English literature. Bring out Introduction to Chaucer as part of English literature. Okay, so English lit is that. Introduction to Chaucer is there. So there we are. We're all done, but the wordplay is missing, of course. The I, if you bring something out, you elicit it. Extra letter is I. Yeah. That looks like sadism. Hang on. 2 down. 2 down. Greedy king. Taken aback by cruel treatment or sadism. Is your cruel treatment, and the greedy king is Midas in reverse because it's taken aback. The extra letter is S for 3 down. Bad to follow back a VW Beetle. Bad to follow back a VW Beetle. Okay, so we know that this is going to be Weevil. So if there's your VW. No, unless... Okay, bad is evil. That's confusing, isn't it? Bad is evil, and it's following the back of VW, which is W. The back of VW is W, so it's W with evil following it. The missing letter is an E. A bit confusing there. 4 down. 4 down. Was it 4? Yeah. Can't see it. There it is. Can see it. Reagan and or Rocky. I mean, it's got to be Ronald, right? Because it's Ronald Reagan. And or Rocky. Now, if you were watching last week, you will be very familiar with and/or. But I'll say no more. Go and watch the VOD. And or, it's an anagram of that because it is Rocky. R-O-N-A-L-D. The L is extra, 6 letters. There we go, 6 down. I mean, and the L is extra. Big top, C cups, not softly padded with a bit of rubber. Oh dear, what is this going to be? It's going to be circus, isn't it? Big top. C cups, not softly padded. So C cups, but it's not softly. And softly is P in music. So take out that. So you've got C-C-U-S. And it is padded with a bit of rubber, which is R. Oh, he's forgotten it! He's forgotten it! Sprite of shame. I was so pleased with getting circus again. Which clue is this, I hear you ask? Well, if this is 7 up, then this clue is 7 down. Wop, wop, wop. Actually, I need to... Hang on, when's the sprite? Oh, ha! When is its due date, as it were? Come on, focus. Don't maybe get the calculator focus out. Its due date is today. 31st of August. There you go. 31st of August, 2023. So I shall be having this during crossword number 2. When is this one? Ha! The 8th of August, 2023. What on earth? Why are all my cans? I've got a lot of drinking to do, my friends, in crossword number 2. No, I may need it, Hans. Antlered animal seen around northern Colorado City. Antlered animal seen around northern Colorado City. This is a city that I have driven past, but not in or visited. Go for 8. I wonder what the most fermented drink of all time is. Deer. Oh dear. That is the antlered animal. It's around northern, so we're going to put an N in it. And we get Denner. Does anyone want to talk about the last dinosaur? That's a good point, yes, because I might have to turn one of them upside down. Denver, the last dinosaur. Colorado City, Malhar City, Denver. Yeah, there we go. Missing letter is V. V for 8 down. One who's proficient is put out. One who's proficient is put out. It's got to be an expert, isn't it? Because someone who's proficient is an expert. Oh, hang on. No, it's going to be an anagram of is put, isn't it? No, because there's no E in there. Ah, but the E could be not given by the... the E could be not given by the wordplay. I think it's got to be expert, though. One who's proficient. Expert. It's put out. I don't see how expert works. Is put out. So if it's an anagram of is put with an E... No. No. First letter, please. One who's proficient. You are able. You are an ace. You are... it still could be expert. Why could it be expert? One who is proficient. Okay. I forgot about the extra letter. It's exert, isn't it? If you put out effort, you exert it. I forgot about that. So it's missing the P in the wordplay. There we go. So one who's proficient, that's an expert. To put out is to exert. Hammers I found at rear of shopping plaza. Well, I wanted hammers to be mallets, but it's not. Let's have a look. 12. Hang on, expert. Did I put P in for 9 down? 9 down, P. 12 down. I want it to be mallet, but I is me, found at rear of shopping plaza. Shopping plaza, mall. Oh, wow, okay. Wasn't after a hint, Holland. No, wasn't after a hint, but thank you for the hint anyway. It is malai, which must be the plural of malleus. And I was thinking mallets and things like that. No, but it's malleus is the Latin name for the bone in the middle of the ear called the hammer. So it must be mallii because it could be malai with double I. So let's just check the spelling of that because, of course, it's hidden. It's the non-given letter. Yes, it's mallii. So there we go. That is 12 down. The extra letter was E, so it's mall, and then I found at the rear of it, so the I will go after it. 12 down, 12 down. That is an E. 32 across. Missing letter is probably S, because that's probably missing. Responsibility takes time. Phooey. Responsibility takes time. Phooey. Okay. Responsibility is probably that. Take time. Okay, I think I got this one. Now let's have a look at the grid. Let's see if that works. Where am I? 13 down. Haha. Yep. Yeah. Hi, Joan Brow. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Oh my god, that's so terrible, Sean. So terrible. If you're here thinking I'm not going to judge your jokes, you're wrong, my friends. That's terrible, Sean. I like it. It's just terrible. Go for 13. Responsibility. Responsibility is a 4-letter word here, and time is T. So onus is your responsibility. It's going to take time. So we've got nuts. Nuts. Phooey probably means oh nuts. So therefore the H is extra. Whilst hollow's gone donuts. I could do with a donut. Oh nuts. So there we go. And the H goes in 13 down. Sorbonne student shows an odd figure. Sorbonne student shows an odd figure. It's got to be 11. Now, why? Because it's a hidden... Student is L. No. An odd figure, 11. Where's the French connection in this? Hang on. Is there an élève? Is that a student in French? Is that élève? That's a good point. I mean, I know it's in France, but I don't know where in France. Is it Paris? Okay, so an élève is a French student. That is missing the N from the wordplay. The wordplay is missing a letter each time, so the N is extra, or missing 16 down, N. There we go. Oh dear. Kate, dropping out at last, wailed. Wanted it to be Winslet. 19. Going to come back to 19. Kate dropping out at last. So take a famous Kate. Take out the last letter. It probably means wailed. With a letter missing, of course. Portray Miss Taylor somewhere in Central America. Portray Miss Taylor somewhere in Central America. Feels like the definition is going to be an American country. Based on the grid, has to be Belize. So if you portray, you be Miss Taylor, Elizabeth Taylor, Liz, and the E is missing. So there we go. Should have given that to the chat. Never mind. I got the first. 21 down. The extra letter is E. 21 down. Where are you? 21 down. There. Place for cicada. Okay, I've got this one. Place for cicada, but I don't know. Okay, I think I know what the extra letter is. So go for 23 in the chat. Please tell me the answer, but don't tell me the extra letter. Just tell me what you think the 6-letter answer is. I'm assuming locust. And I would say that if a place is a locus, it was a locus of activity, like the middle place. It's been here since the beginning of June for Pride Month. I first put it up. For obvious reasons, it is staying. I'm assuming T is the extra letter here. Thank you, by the way. I'm assuming T is the extra letter here. Because a locus is a place. If I can just get confirmation of that, that'd be great. Locus. This looks like the word apogee. A macabre author finally wrote climax. Okay, so Poe must be the author. So the G... Oh, yes. Apogee. Yeah, that's fine. So A is A. Macabre author is Poe. Finally wrote. The final letter of wrote is E. And that's your climax. The apogee, the best bit. The G is extra. So 23 down. Did I put... Why did I have an H there? That's exciting. Anyway, G for 24 down. 26 down, which we're going to get to in a minute. That's I. Hide with gutless Lou in spring. Hide with gutless Lou in spring. Gutless Lou, probably L-U, because we're going to take out the middle. Spring. So we're going to put spring around it. Let's have a look. Oh. So hop, hole up. There we go. To hide is to hop. To spring is to hop, and that is around gutless Lou, L-U. I can't type. And E is your extra letter. To hole up is to hide. There we are. 25 down. The extra letter is E. 30 down is going to be R. Southern politicians loot. Southern politicians loot. Well, looks like spoil. So, okay. S for Southern again. Politician is a pol, and it's politicians apostrophe S. So we can put the S there. And the I is extra. Spoiled. Have you got the spoils? Have you got the loot? Wake up, it's a trick. Wake up, it's a trick. Yes, I've got this one. I'm going to give this to the chat. I'll give that a few seconds. Have a think about it. Wake up, it's a trick. I was listening to that earlier today. Hollow. Po 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 Reggerallen Niggerallen po 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 po. I was listening to the Eurovision Song Contest 2023 soundtrack earlier today. Oh yes, go for it, Invalid. Go for it, Colin. Go for it, JM. It is, so it's a ruse. That is your trick, which is missing the O for arouse. The extra letter is an O. I say extra, I mean missing, you know what I mean. There we go, well done for getting aroused. Where the water comes out in Italian wedding. Where the water comes out in Italian wedding. Nozzle? The water comes out in a nozzle. In Italian wedding? Where else does the water come out? Not so. Oh, is that the Italian for wedding? because I did not know that. So if nozze is Italian for wedding, then I will stick in my nozzle. I really want nachos now. Think so. Okay, well, I'm willing to take that think so as a probably correct. 29 is L. French philosophers, sad tears. French philosophers, sad tears. Yes, I've got this one. I'll give it a few seconds, and then you can tell me who it is, because it's a French philosopher. Hollow's got it. But Hollow's always getting it, so I'm going to not ask him to put it in. I'm going to ask someone else. JM, you go for it. Everyone else, look at JM. No pressure. It is Sartre. Very well done. Have a bonus biscuit. So anagram of tears, because tears is sad. So anagram of that, and it's missing an R, which we already knew. Right foot twisted round beyond the limit. So it's got to be too far, because it's got FT backwards in it. So right. Oh, right is R, foot is there. Literally, R foot, all backwards. The A is extra. Beyond the limit. Too far. Okay, so that's vainest, is it? 31. Have I got 39 across wrong? Okay, let's go for this. 5 across. Cross-dresser in fancy robe. So brocade. Because you've got your fancy robe is there. And a cross-dresser must be a CD. That wouldn't fly today, I don't think, but never mind. A is your extra letter, and elaborate weave is a brocade. There we go, that's fine. It's not something we'd use today. I would imagine 5A is an A. 11, sleeping pill. Yeah, it's a brand name. Sleeping pill, I could break sometimes. If I had to guess, Sominex, because that sort of sound of som and N probably goes something a bit. But is it Sominex? Okay, right. Now, how does that work? How does that work with the wordplay? Sleeping pill, I could break sometimes. Some times. Times is X, 5 times 6. 5x6. So sometimes is there. Some X. And I is breaking it, so the I is there. The extra letter is N. Sominex. Never heard of the word. Not a pill that is sold in the UK. Or if it is, I am blissfully unaware of it. 32. Oh, it's a cross. 32. Pergola? No. Persona. So Peron is your character in Evita. Drama's central character is A. Sorry, no. Character in Evita, Peron. Drama's central is A, and then character is the definition. Persona, and the S is extra. Persona. So this one is vainest. Oh, I just put this in the wrong place, didn't I? Least effective. Oh, it was in vain. So the most vain would be the least effective. Yeah, that's fine. So the extra letter there. Oh, I've already forgotten it. Huge is vast, covering IE. So N is your extra letter. 27 is N. 23 across must be an H. Yes, it is. That's what I did. That's what I put in the wrong place. Vainest. 35 across. I just haven't put the E in. 23 down. We haven't got yet. Yes, we have. It's locust. It's a T. 19 down. Okay, 19 down. Which I think might be the last clue. Kate. Dropping out at last. Wailed. If you wail, you keen. So, is there a famous Kate that is sort of O'Keen or something like that? No, it won't be O'Kane. Kate? Keener? Is there a Keener? Kate Keener. Catherine Keen, Keene. But then if that was dropping out at last, then that would leave us just with keen. So do we not need an extra one? It's definitely keened, though. I just don't know what the extra letter is going to be. Based on... Actually, D, probably. Kate. Oh, hang on. Kate, but minus at becomes K-E, and then the E-N-D for end. Okay, so the extra letter is actually an E. At last, end. Okay, so 19. Oh yeah, because there's got to be an E. 28 down is an O. And 32 across, have I got that? Yeah, persona, that is S. And so, that is the crossword done. The message by, the quotation by Friedrich Nietzsche, in heaven, all the interesting people are missing. Oh, hang on, Catherine Keener. It is Catherine Keener. Ah, so it is just Catherine Keener then. So it's Keener minus that, and then no! Because then the D would be the... I don't know. I think... I'm not sure. I think Fanny might be... Anyway, I'm not sure. Regardless, that's a fun quote. And that is... What was the name of the... That was Skip It by Henry Hook.